Hello everyone and welcome to today's scrapbooking layout. I'm going to revisit the series that I just recently completed using pocket cards and do some more quick and stylish pocket card scrapbooking where the main feature of the layouts is actually going to be the pocket cards. With the Close to My Heart collections, they're actually called Picture My Life cards, and the ones that I'm using for this series are the Fresh Paint Picture My Life cards or pocket cards. There are 24 double-sided pocket cards in the pack, and you get a variety of 6x4 and 3x4s. And because I really enjoyed doing this series in April, I thought it would be super cool to use this Fresh Paint pack. Now you can see I've picked out mainly some pink tones. I'm going to accent with some black and a little bit of yellow I've brought in as well. And for this layout, I've decided that I want to run mainly the pocket cards across the bottom, and what I'm going to do is actually bring in some black, and I've kept these as 3x4s, and I'm going to mat them in black. It's an 1/8 of an inch larger, so that brings in a little bit of depth to the page. I like the black side of this one. It does have a white base side, but to bring in the mats on this, I'm going to bring in some flamingo cardstock, and I'm just going to run these across the bottom of the layout. For this large one, I really love this one here. On the other side, it has orange and red and yellow, but I wanted to bring in the blue and the pink and the yellow. Because I've got blue in this PML card here, I'm going to use this one as well. It's got the blue and the yellow tones. There's a yellow in this heart. So I'm trying to keep the colours with this 3 colour blend, even though I'm bringing a little bit of green in, but you can see there's green in this paint wash here. And these ones, of course, are a little bit big. So I'm going to cut these ones down to 3x4s. And this one I'm going to put aside for a future layout, and I'm going to cut this one down to a 3x4 as well. But I'm going to use both of these pieces. You can see where I'm going with this. I'm just doing a dry fit at the moment. So I think I quite like what I've got here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere all of these together and put them on the page. And then I'll be back with some other little things to dress this up and some photo placements. So I've got all these PML cards down. I haven't actually adhered these ones as yet, and I'm going to put my photos across here, but I want to add some black splatters to this page. I'm going to bring in my splatter box, and I'm going to cover this area up. And I've got some black acrylic paint here that I have just watered down a little bit, and I've got to put that off camera, but I've put a squirt of the black acrylic paint, sprayed a little bit of water on there. I've got a fairly large round brush, and I'm just mixing that up, and then I'm going to splatter that across the page. I'm not going to concentrate on any areas specifically. I just want some really cool black splatters for this, and you can see it's flicking up off onto my hand, so you really do need to protect your work surface. Behind my camera here, I am using one of the CTMH pizza boxes, but I've got another cut off piece that I put up behind it just to protect my area a little bit. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing to the other side as well. When I've taken my masked piece away, I decided that I wanted to put a little bit more splatter onto the actual pocket cards, just to team it in a little bit. So I'm just picking it up a little bit more. I think these ones here particularly that have got the pink wash on them look a little bit better with some of the splatters on there. It's hard to know when to stop sometimes. So now I'm going to set this aside to dry. I don't want to handle it straight away because these paint splatters actually do stay wet for a little time, being acrylic paint. So you need to allow some drying time before you handle these. See, I've trimmed off the bottom. I'm going to ink all the way around the edges of this, I think, just to finish it all off. But I want to add some of these acrylic shapes from the Fresh Paint collection. There's quite a few, and although there's no pinks or yellows or greens in here, I think I might be able to make it work. But I wanted to show you that with these, you can push the middle out and then you can reset these back into a different colour shape. So make sure you check out what you can do with these when you push some out. Some already come with the centres pushed out. This one I've already put in there. I think I might introduce a little bit of red onto this page because I've got it here in these little smiley faces and in this red heart. So I'm going to sprinkle these around and see what I can come up with. I love these little smiley faces. I think he might look cute here. I'm just going to put these off to the side, off camera a little bit, and then bring in a little bit of red on this page. And with the white acrylic on the outside, it will highlight that even more. There's some little hearts, so I can bring in another little bit of red to that cluster. I've got a little bit of a smudge here with the acrylic paint, so I might just put a little heart over top of that. There are all these circle elements, so you can push the center out of them and get another little circle to dress up the pages. I might not use it for this layout. I think I'll save that for another one. But I think a few little scatterings of hearts, maybe an arrow pointing into this photo from here, that look pretty cute. And to adhere these elements down, you use either glue dots or you can use liquid adhesive. Liquid glass or the white Tombow works really, really well. Instead of a red heart there, I think I'll make that a black one. Actually, what I think I'll do is swap this one around to make it a black insert and then put this little red heart back up here. Journaling spots are all on here, and there's plenty of word art on here that I wouldn't need to add a title, but there is room across the top here to add a custom title as well. With the pocket cards, you don't necessarily need to put a title onto your page, especially when you've got word art like this on there that can suffice as a title. I really like how this is looking, even with the addition of red, even though there are the pink tones. It just brings in these little red smiley faces that are the accents on this PML card. So I hope you've enjoyed the first in the series of this. I have some more planned. I've sorted through all the pocket cards and grouped them together. So I have a few more layouts all lined up ready to come your way, and I hope you tune in for those. Thank you so much for watching today. Happy crafting and bye for now.